My hand is raised.
But you knew the bigger picture. There's certain people are built for certain positions.
Bro,
we had this talk a lot. Know your position and the whole thing will come and manifest itself.
There's a reason why the NBA started keeping track of assists. They didn't used to track that stat.
Throw that analogy out.
Just let me get them points.
They started tracking assists because you recognize how vital it is when you will create an opportunity for a score.
If you dribbling down the court and you go up and you got 3 niggas in front of your man's wide open and you didn't let this nigga get it, you a weirdo. And that shows you your team don't mean nothing to you then.
Right, and even if you did get it to
the
him,
shot every time.
But even if you did get it to him and he did score,
you still gonna keep
the snapshot people see is they remember the person that made the bucket. But if you start thinking about it, like, wait a minute, what about the opportunity that got created to make the bucket? So that vital key factor is what makes the a successful point or not. So for us, for me, this is my whole strategy leading the group is like,
I'm gonna toss assists.
How can I'm a point guard, bro.
Right, toss assists left and right.
I'm diming it on because you know what? That's making everybody around me better. For sure. It's increasing my value in the group because they understand, like, nigga, this nigga got to play that role. He gonna know how to dish this shit out, and then we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm doing, and that's what we trying to show the kids is, like, y'all got to understand how to. We had a whole conversation with some young niggas yesterday about being at odds with each other and how. What if they use that same energy to work on the same team against the others?
For real.
Because you know what it is? Young boys do that. But men, when you have men around to teach you better, they will always do better. That's why I say we lead by example now. Our examples may not have been that great. You see what I mean?
Right.
But now that we getting older and learning how to communicate, like you say, communication is key. We say that all the time on the podcast, even with our marriage and women situation. You know what I mean? Communication between men.
Runs the nation,
communication between men and with young boys, I think, can help the world become a better place. Because where does the most of the violence and bullshit come from? Young men.
And you have to think about this part. When we were slaves, the Willie Lynch letter laid out a very specific way of how to keep a community suppressed.
Facts.
Said, pin light versus dark, men versus women, old versus young, make them distrust each other on those bases. And then once that happens over time, the letter literally says it will work for at least 400 years.
And you know why? Because it's generational.
We just now, that was in 1600 something. Crazy. So we just now getting to the point now where that system can fall, but you still see remnants of it all over the place.
For sure.
Light skinned, dark skinned people hate each other. We both niggas. You talk, especially two women, light skinned, dark skinned girl. Y'all arguing back and forth about who. Like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all both black women.
Talking about who
got better hair
like that.
Old niggas and young niggas. We telling the young niggas, y'all young niggas stupid. Old niggas and the old niggas telling the young niggas, y'all young niggas stupid. Young niggas telling the old niggas, y'all niggas don't know the fuck y'all talking about.
True rap.
I'm glad you just brought that
Men
up.
telling women, like, I don't need you. Women telling men the same thing, but then we do need each other. So then it's like a whole.
You do, because that conversation about. I'm glad you just brought that up. When you see a woman talking about I can be Miss Independent, all this, yeah, that's all fine and dandy. So you mean to tell me if you had a man or vice versa, that wouldn't help you assist you in your life or have somebody to lean on, to talk to get better in life? You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like having that mentality is what sometimes ruins shit in the community.
Yeah, I don't think
it's like you don't gotta.
Just for the record, I don't think any of us. I think I'm under the firm position that I think all of us are social beings. I study sociology, like, you know what I'm saying. I think our nature is to be belonging to something that is a part of something other. We naturally want to connect with other people.
Oh, for sure.
And so, but they knew that. The slave owners knew that, and they knew amongst our people, their biggest fear was our collective.
There's too many of y'all and less of them.
Our collectivity.
Because look, I'm speaking on that. I started reading a little bit of the book called The New Jim Crow. I don't know if you heard about this.
I heard about that for sure.
This is basically just a book trying to explain to you how mass incarceration is the new slavery.
Right.
So basically, there's backdrops of telling us how they chose blacks as slaves instead of the Indians because blacks came from something that could be more submissive and we didn't have weapons and shit. Right? So they were able to keep us in check, basically. And they would take the Bibles, rip out passages that showed togetherness, or we can be together and grow together, because they didn't want you to think that we were equal to anyone else. They wanted us to always consider ourselves as nothing. So like you said, if the system was set up for you to hate one another, when we look in our community, when we see a lot of the bad shit that happens, yeah, we can always talk about the white man this, white man that, but focus on the community first. Our own people killing each other, our own people hating each other.
Right.
So, but like you said, we starting to see a little bit of progress.
Right.
I could say that for myself, because look at us, we sitting here having a conversation man to man.
Right, exactly.
If you look in Compton alone, look at the food. Those guys, Taco Mail from Blue Kitchen, all them dudes.
Yeah, for sure.
You see dudes working together
Even
in the community.
Now,
even the rappers, the Bloods, the Crips, they linked up. Rest in peace, Nipsey. I mean, look at what he was able to do in his time. You see what I'm saying?
And look what he's going to continue to do after his passing. You know what I'm saying?
Because I think it's a lot more open-minded men in the world now.
It's the
willing
thing,
to spread that kind of knowledge.
It's a general awareness. As we move along as a people, we're starting to become aware of the factors that held us down.
Fact.
As blacks, as whatever, any suppressed group, suppression only happens through systematic means, and then the only reason you can never break it because you're uneducated on that and you're unaware.
True.
So once you become aware, like, oh shit, this is why this shit is like. This is why niggas fight.
Right.
Or he can't. He keep robbing people. He going to jail. So I can't do that.
You switch your mind. This is a big thing. It's in your mind, and this is what I preach so much. It's like when you in that opportunity. Say a nigga rob you. You could choose two paths. You could try to go retaliate and rob nigga back, or be angry and say fuck niggas, or you could say, damn, I wonder why he robbed me.
Right.
Then you can say, oh, I know why he robbed me because of X, Y, and then you can start trying to understand, and then you find it as an opportunity to go, if you another nigga, I don't have malice towards you. Let me understand what's going on. Let me talk to you.
Let me ask you. Right.
What made you, you know what I'm saying? And so when we get to the point where we can start understanding our issues and be able to, I was talking to a young boy about this last night, addressing your problems. As a niggas, especially when you grew up in the hood and all that slavery shit, all that taught us to be, address your problems with G shit, for lack of a better term. Right. Bulk up, man up. You solve the problem. That's not how you solve problems, nigga. That's not how you really solve problems. How you solve problems in the streets, that's how niggas get killed or end up in jail.
Well, and that's the wrong narrative. Yeah. That's the wrong narrative that we're hearing a lot. Yeah. That's why these young boys think they gotta go jump straight to the violence. And it ain't always about that.
So this is the thing. This is exactly what I told my young boy last night, because he even said himself. He was like, man, I be getting when a problem come up, I be getting too easty, bro. And that shit be. This is my young boy telling himself, like, man, I be getting too easty, bro. Like, I'm starting to realize like how that shit is affecting my fucking growth. So then I took it as a great opportunity, because I was gonna have a conversation with him on that anyway. Because me and him got into it on some shit where it's just misunderstanding. But once you get thrown off, you want to get easty, bro, and that's gonna block you from where you're trying to go. Once we can get to the point as men and black women and adults to be able to say, yo, when there's a problem, I'm gonna be solutions oriented to understand and fix it, as opposed to like try to blow up and fight. See, we gotta understand that threshold, bro.
But fam, that goes right back to that situation I just told you about, the young girl that almost got hit by that lady.
Right.
I saw what was happening. I'm a little older and wiser now. I'm only 29, but this young girl was only 18, 19. Yeah. She was going to action, bro. She was ready to do-lo this chick. Right. But from my perspective, I said, it's going to look so bad for you if the cops pull up. They not going to want to hear nobody's story. Right. All they going to see is what the fuck you doing right now. And I'm glad I was there in that moment. I don't know if I taught her something, but she taught me something in that moment, that you got to, if you see some stupid shit going on, if you there and witnessing it, say something, my nigga. Right. Don't just be the nigga to pull the camera out and watch some bad shit occur. Right. If you feel like you can say something to assist one of your people in your community, fucking do it, dog. Because that one action low-key could have saved a life, nigga, or made somebody's mind think differently next time, because it's a bigger picture to all the bullshit.
On that point, that's exactly what's so important. It's like when we see things, like I was just saying, when we get into disagreements or disputes or anything, are you going to go along with that energy, or are you going to be the one to put a plug in that shit and go, yo, let's fix this, let's chill it out, let's get on top of it, and emerge from this situation on good energy and good terms, because that's what's gonna be. That's the difference between life and death. That's the difference between being poor and rich. That's the difference between being unsuccessful and being successful.
Like you brought up, the fact that we've been so suppressed so long. All our people really know how to do is release it.
Fight.
With anger. That's why I say, as you get older, you learn how to control yourself a little bit. As a young boy, we could be out anywhere. Anything could trigger a nigga to pop off.
Right.
For what though? It's because you got so much anger and shit in your mind with all the shit going on around you. You'll pop off on anybody.
Right.
It don't matter what's going on.
And you already conditioned to be popped off, be like a pop off motherfucker. Then you halfway faded because you growing up like that. You already twisted.
You lit.
And you got to think all that shit is designed. This is not by happen chance. This is not by circumstance. It's not by happenstance.
Right.
So then how do we change that then?
It's
how do we change
educated
that?
moments like he
what
just
we're
did.
doing,
What he just did.
Exactly.
Like what he said, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like
us just talking about this.
Exactly.
Just even talking about it. They see we look just like them, bro.
Right.
We look and talk just like you. That's why I
Right.
told Deeni, our podcast will not be cookie cutter, bro.
Right.
Because I'm going to talk just how I would talk to a nigga on the streets.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
know.
Because I need you to realize we just like you.
Right.
But we come in with a different mind frame because we're a little older now.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I was you, young boy. I was you.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to tell you something that niggas didn't tell me.
Right. Exactly.
And I'm not telling you to look down on you. I understand you're going to be a young boy, do young boy things.
Yeah.
But, no, you have a resource.
Right.
But if you
got a resource, if you want to take it, you can take it. If you don't, you don't. But understand that resource is available to you.
Right.
If you listen,
Just like
it's
the
never
young boy talking to you. Or if a young boy want to holler at you, like Toosbone, he a young boy.
Yeah.
He need to holler at me, you, whoever older, to get his mind back in place. We here for that, though.
But I was that person too.
For sure.
But check this out. I was still in my 20s until I realized, bro.
Right.
So I feel like it's never too late, but still you got to listen to those who actually been through it. I was in my 20s. I'll be in the club. Somebody shoulder bump me, bro. You already know the first reaction is like, bro, we squabbing right now, bro. You feel me?
Right. I would knock you the fuck out right
You know what my reality check was? Was when I had my son.
Wow.
But what I'm trying to say here is, don't let it get to that point. Because when I had my son and somebody bumped me, it's like, yo, I got something to live for now. But
Right.
don't let it get to that point.
Yeah.
But I think
Learn
that
now.
tends,
You feel me?
Yeah.
right. And that tends to almost be a trigger for a lot of us. Once you have them kids, it's kind of like you got a lot to live for now. And especially if you have a lady or get married, like our situation. I mean, you know for a fact.
But how can we instill that, like how you said, right? That mindset, I got a lady, I got a kid, into these young dudes' heads.
Right.
Before they even
acquire, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because we all from places where it's like, dog, I gotta be the macho man.
Right.
Right.
You feel me? If
Because
something
you
pop
feel like
off, I want to.
But
pride in
there's
being
something
a
new.
beast is what
But see,
matters.
what's crazy is because of how these streets are set up, you really have to develop some level of that to prevail from these streets.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you will get taken right under. Nigga, that undercurrent will swoop you out. If you soft out here and you let
Facts.
motherfuckers run over you, they will run over
I
you.
remember one time you had asked me when we was younger, bro, when you had came down one time and we was in the car and you asked me, why you always look so mean, my nigga? I said, bro, I don't even know that I'm looking like this, bro.
Right.
I'm just so low-key conditioned to having to feel like I gotta be on a level at all times because of the shit that's going on around me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I think that's the issue with a lot of these young boys. People are intimidated by them. Like Black Samoan, whatever. We look at my young boy right here.
Right.
He only 19.
Right.
He walk in the building like this, bro. Niggas gonna be like, what's going on?
Right.
But don't even realize it's a good kid. Bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? 18, 19, you Black, Samoan, Mexican, whatever, bro, and you walking in looking like you come from where we come from, they already putting that marker on you like this nigga with the bullshit. And don't realize you ain't even talked to this man yet.
Right.
And I think that's why a lot of these, especially younger dudes, will pop off because they like, damn, you judging me and ain't even talk to me.
Yeah, but
give me a chance.
See, and the other side of that coin is, if we could start teaching our young boys to be prepared.
Yes,
for
condition
those
them for those
moments.
instances.
I had this
Right.
very this just happened to us.
Like you said, that.
Other day, I was going to. I had one of my boys with my young boys with me. He be wilding, low key. He ready to go off on whatever the fuck, but he be trying. He be doing this shit. So he got him with me. I said, okay, we finna go over here to this ranch to go pull up at the see if we can ride over here and do some stuff. I told him from jump, it might be private property. I'm prepared to be able to be asked to leave.
Yeah,
I understand how it goes. So we're just gonna go over here and see what's going on. I'm prepared. I understand these
you
moments.
know which way.
So guess what happened when we get there? We park the car. We get the horses ready.
Yeah. Sir,
they come up.
Sir. Your skin color.
So they come up. They talking. They woo.
Exit left, please.
And they talking whoop, and it was going good.
Yeah.
Until my boy, I think he just had reached that level. He was trying his best, but he finally reached the level because he was being asked to leave, and he was not prepared to deal with that judgment and understand how to okay, this gonna happen. I already know my next chess move off of this. That's why I be teaching young niggas. You gotta play chess, not checkers.
You have to.
So I understood the chess move that would happen. I knew that. I said the worst case scenario, we just gotta leave and say we'd go through whatever. We'd come back next time and say we're gonna go through the right means and ask for permission and all. Yeah. I was prepared for this. In his mind, you telling me no? You judge me? Fuck you, bitch. What's popping? I'm ready to go off on this whole situation. Fuck this whole place. I'll spit on you. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to have a whole conversation with him about. See, the difference between me and you is I was prepared. I knew how to. So you, to get to the next level in life, you got to know how to. When somebody try to knock you or hold you up, you got to know how to not try to bust the door down. You got to know how. Okay, I'm gonna go get holler at my people, so I'm gonna make a kid of this motherfucker. So that way, when I get back to the door again, I'm gonna open that bitch.
They're not even gonna know how to react because they don't know what just happened.
Exactly.
They like,
how you just gonna be in the door, and they gonna be like,
right? How did he learn how to do that?
And see,
and that's the key.
That's
to
the difference
success.
Between being
tanked away by the police, young cats,
or you know what I'm saying,
them, bro.
So, and that's all it is. It's education. That's what I love about this podcast and what we doing as well. Is just like literally like starting the conversation or sparking the conversation of like whatever things that because sometimes, and this is the irony of it all. You can never, if you don't know something, how can you know what you don't know? If that makes
sense.
If you're totally unaware that this is even a conversation or this is even a thing, how are you supposed to go seek the knowledge on some shit that you don't know exists?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for what we got to do is have these conversations so people can at least hear stuff like, oh damn, I never even thought that was even a way you could approach that.
Because I thought popping off on somebody would be the right thing.
And you got to think when
you feel like you're holding
especially when you're from a place where popping off has saved your life.
Facts.
A nigga about to get extra with you, and you like, nigga, I'm ready. I will knock you the fuck out, and you knocking the guy before he put a strap on you. That'll save your life. So now, but you got to understand the different situations that you get in and how to be a chess player.
For
sure. You know what I'm saying?
The cool thing is we can do it
to our communities we grow up in, bro.
Yeah, the cool thing is on Sparkthattalk we could do it by word, like this platform we have.
For sure.
Compton Cowboys, y'all already up there where y'all can do it physically too.
Right.
For sure.
People coming to y'all.
Right.
We just starting out, but absolutely. I feel like you said, the content is sparking interest in people's minds on what they should be doing, how they should be doing it, and what they should be doing. Because
we talking about a lot of different subjects.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're having this conversation tonight with you, knowing you come from the community and you guys' group is actually doing something positive.
And it's for our peoples, bro.
And you gotta hear this. You just like us. Like I tell our audience, we like you. You like them.
Yep.
You can speak from the same situations.
Right.
Even though you're over here doing great things, I can still relate to your lifestyle too.
Right.
Holla at me. And that's what this is all about, bro.
Precisely.
So I just want to out the gate thank you for coming on Spark That Talk,
man.
Bro.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad y'all invited me, man, because I've been wanting to get with it anyway, and obviously it's family love off top before anything. But just bro. I'm even from the beginning of you telling me you was gonna do it to actually hearing, like I said, because I'm a branding person, so I'm so big on names and logos for some reason. It's just a thing of mine. And that already drew me, and I was excited just to see the name, Spark That Talk. That's great, and then see your logo, and you got your shirts. So I've already been so excited to just rock with y'all anyway. So I'm glad we got to just talk on a bunch of different topics. I would love to continue on whatever anytime. Be back.
Love.
For sure.
And other than that, man, Compton Cowboys, y'all should look us up, Google us, check us out. My boy, he always say, man, just Google us, man.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Google us. That's
Google
right,
us,
fam.
Cowboys, we out of here, man.
Well, appreciate you, Randy Savvy, and I want to tell the audience, make sure y'all tune in to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Check out all our episodes. This episode 10, so you got 1 through 9 to listen to.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deeni. Shout out to Two Spoon Productions, and we gonna holler at y'all next time.
Next time, we out.
Yes, sir.
Yay.